Welcome back to You Late. I'm joined on the couch by an inappropriately well-dressed man named Tim Back.
Guy, how are you?
I'm great. I'm slightly befuddled by your presence here. What is this?
Okay, so, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Loo Review, where I take a little time every week to let people know what toilets they should be visiting and what ones they shouldn't. I feel like it's a bit of a public service. I spend a lot of time in loos. We all do.
It sounds like a great blog.
Well, maybe a better TV segment, and maybe that's why I'm here.
Maybe that is. We've got a sting for you all prepped up, Tim. So from what I can discern, this involves you dressing up in a suit.
That was a lush intro, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was
lush.
Okay, match the suit. I'll give you that. You dress up in a suit and you just go parading around these public restrooms.
Well, parading, reviewing,
photos.
Analyzing.
You're walking into bathrooms in a suit and taking.
What I'm doing, guy,
is this legal, Tim? Can we be broadcasting this?
Okay, here's the thing. I'm not 100% sure on the legality. Let me open with that. But what this is a public service. I'm assessing these toilets.
Okay.
I'm analysing the bathrooms.
And so what bathrooms specifically have you...
First things first. All right. There's some set criteria that I'm going to be looking for every week when I go through and look at these toilets. Now, they will, of course, be acoustics, aesthetics, cleanliness, facilities, and Wi-Fi access, which is very important. Each of those areas will be scored out of 5, giving each potential toilet a score of 25.
Wi-Fi access.
Yeah.
You're a modern-day bathroom user, eh?
Well, you know, I eat a lot of steak. Sometimes you spend a bit of time on the can. You got to get stuff done.
You're a charmer, Tim. I tell you what, the suit juxtaposes nicely with your segment and personality.
Thank you. Thank you for noticing.
A pleasure. So where have you reviewed this week?
Okay, so every week's going to be themed. This week we decided to go for fast food, and by we, I mean myself, because I don't have a team yet. That's what I'm gunning for, but off the back of this.
Okay.
Off the back of this one. So fast food. So I've gone for the big 3, McDonald's, Burger King and KFC. Now, started off with the Golden Arches, right?
Yes.
They scored very well. Acoustics, we want to start off with that, okay?
We do. What is how do you measure the acoustics in a bathroom? I've got this visual of you sit in the toilet and you just start hollering, sort of.
No. No. Guy, first of all, I don't think you're taking this very seriously. As seriously as it needs to be
Possibly not
taken.
as seriously as you.
Secondly, acoustics, look, it's a natural thing that you want to look for in a bathroom. You want to make sure that people can't hear too much of your own business going on. It's off-putting, and you don't want to hear theirs, do you?
So what, does this segment involve you go sit in a bathroom quietly and listen to people poo?
Well, or do whatever they're doing, you know what I mean? It's not exclusively
so
pooing.
not always pooing.
Yeah.
So you just sit in a cubicle and you listen.
So McDonald's has scored 3 out of 5, and the reason for that is the acoustics were pretty good, but what I'm looking for is a little bit of music to go under, just to kind of bed the whole affair, so it's not too awkward, you know? Now, for aesthetics, McDonald's has only scored a 2.
Do you want to take my screen right now, please, Tim?
Some of that was personal preference. Here we can see the standard urinal, which I think it's a bit farmyard, isn't it? I don't like being reduced to a pig in a trough.
Like a trough. Yeah.
It is. So 2 out of 5 for that. I wasn't that into it. Cleanliness, on the other hand, 5 out of 5. Great job, McDonald's. They had just cleaned it before I got in, and I was impressed.
Yes. Okay, this is...
Facilities, I gave that to McDonald's a 3 out of 5. It's got everything you need. Basic setup there. It's got the trough. I think it had a urinal, and it's got a couple of toilets in there as well. Your basic restaurant toilet setup.
How could it have gotten 2 more points?
Well...
What do you demand from a restaurant?
I'm glad you asked, Guy. The only way I think that you could score a perfect 5 out of 5 is by having the Dyson Airblade as your hand dryer.
Okay, if there's one thing we can agree on, it's the virtues of the Dyson Airblade.
You're absolutely right about that. Wi-Fi access, they scored a 5 out of 5 because McDonald's provides you with
McDonald's
free Wi-Fi.
are at the forefront of the Wi-Fi industry.
They really, they took that ball that Starbucks launched. They were the first kind of franchise to do it and just ran with it. 50 megs a day for each device. If you've got a laptop on you and a cell phone, bust them out in the toilet as well and you can double your data.
You are such a terrible, creepy man.
So-
Jack Marshall saying, do you give extra points for a hook on the back of the door for your jacket? That's a good question.
Well, absolutely, and I think that would fall under the segment or category of facilities. It's an important one, particularly for myself, as I'm usually quite sharply
Okay,
dressed.
so what scores have we given?
McDonald's has scored a really reasonable 18 out of 25.
That is actually a good score.
It gets significantly worse from there on in. Burger King, aesthetics. Now, I gave, we'll go with acoustics first. I gave that a 2 out of 5 for Burger King because not only could I hear everything that was going on around me, but there was some music bleed from the dining area.
I know that you think this is public service, but can I just say how bizarre it is for you to complain about the acoustics in a toilet when you're voluntarily sitting in a toilet listening to what's around you?
Can you look me in the eye right now, Guy, and say that you don't walk into a bathroom and go, I wonder if anyone will be able to hear me?
No, I can't.
You got me
But I
there.
can look you in the eyes and
Don't
say, I never walked into a bathroom and said, I think I'll just post up here for a couple of minutes and see what's going on.
If I may, Guy, this isn't so much at fast food bathrooms, but when at work, if I go, and this is a little weird on me, but in my part, if I go in there for, something other than a quick pee and there's someone else in the one next to me, I'm just going to hold.
Yeah, actually,
I'm just
that's
I'm going to
right.
wait. I
People
don't
care.
like the idea of sitting next to someone doing,
There
unless it's
is-
life or death.
I will reveal one very funny bathroom quirk I have, which is I am uncomfortable with people hearing me in the cubicles.
There you go.
But if I'm taking a wee, I have no issue with farting loudly.
Yeah, I know.
Isn't that weird?
But look,
Isn't that really weird?
it's still, your premise has fallen under acoustics and just proven how important they are. You don't want people hearing them.
Important to you.
We're going to
weird
move
kind
forward.
of
We're going to
suit.
move. There's a lot to cover here, Guy.
Take my screen again, please, Tim. We've got some images, I
Okay,
think, for the
so
Burger King.
aesthetics. Now,
Wow.
I've given them a 3 out of 5 because what I
Because
like...
you like Nazi skull and bones.
No, it's not about the swastika per se. It's just like there's a vibe going on in Burger King, whereas McDonald's was the sterile, hospital-like
Too
environment with
clean.
no vibe.
Is there such a thing as too clean, though?
Yeah, there is. McDonald's is it.
All right.
So while it scores highly for cleanliness, it
Can you go
scores
to the
low
next
for vibe.
picture, please, go.
Yeah.
So this is some other Burger King art that we've got on the walls here. Some guys tagging fat caps.
Fat cats.
Do you live
Yukon.
alone, Tim?
No. And there's some others there. We've got a picture of a young man. I'm assuming Ryan Lawson hasn't drawn that of himself. It's probably...
No, the
Someone else has done
text on the left that says Ryan Lawson is different to the I'm So Hip, which is obviously all been drawn with Sharpie. So someone has added Ryan Lawson to that. So Ryan Lawson, that probably has nothing to do with this.
It's participatory art.
Yeah.
That is
Is
vibe
that outside
right
or
there.
Low-grade vandalism.
That's why aesthetics has scored 3.5 for Burger King, so well done there. Now, cleanliness, on the other hand, took a significant hit. 2 out of 5 for that. It was a shambles. Toilet paper hanging around everywhere. I was half expecting a turd in the bowl when I turned up, truth be told. Gladly there wasn't, that's why they didn't score a 1.
Loic Quidek of Auckland saying, who even takes shits at fast food places? Like, I don't
You
even,
haven't lived.
We don't even need to address. We don't even need to
Even a
address
name?
that question. It's absurd. Who doesn't take shits at fast
Thank
food
you.
joints?
I appreciate there's a bit of
yeah.
animosity about the segment, but I appreciate the defence there. Now, facilities. Just like Burger King, it's got the crappy hand dryer, which I think I took a picture of. I don't know if it's there or not.
Let me bring it up.
Look, it's
more
ju-
art.
Oh, more art. There we
More
go.
art.
More art. Vibe. Cleanliness scoring low. That's why. But weirdly, I was in the men's and there's a little bit for your tampons.
That's
which
the
is-
next-
Oh, look.
that's the next bathroom,
It is.
isn't
It is. We've gone too far. But facilities, they got a 2. Very basic setup. Hand dryer was terrible. Wasn't into it.
Alyssa Verco saying, sometimes in the female toilets, I always wonder what goes on in there. They turn the tap on because they don't want others to hear them urinate.
Acoustics.
What? I'd be weird if they weren't.
Acoustics, ladies and gentlemen. That's what that is. Wi-Fi 0 for Burger King. They had nothing.
No,
So,
BK, what?
so what's the rating on Burger King?
Oh, in total, they scored a 10.5 out of 25. So, it's
Pretty disparaging review.
But great for vibe. KFC. Now, acoustics, here's what I'm happy to report for the Dirty Bird. 4 out of 5.
What?
Wow.
Well,
Fantastic acoustics. Not only was it not very echoey, I felt like the sound was being absorbed, it wasn't bouncing around the room, but nice little bit of elevator music going on as well. Just to alleviate the
this whole
awkwardness.
facade of class that you're obsessed with, you're walking around toilets taking photos.
I am assessing bathrooms, and I'm not sure how many weeks it's going to take for you to get that guy, but
I
we'll
would
get
say
there.
as many weeks as it lasts, which will probably be 1.
Aesthetics, 2 out of 5. There wasn't a lot going on here for the aesthetics in KFC. Just standard white on white.
Is
you know
this
what I'm
us here?
saying?
Is this KFC?
It's KFC.
Okay. The brick, though, the use of brick's quite nice.
That's true. But, you know, 2 out of 5. Cleanliness, 2 out of 5 as well. That was, I don't know when this place was last cleaned, but it was bad as well. Facilities, 4 out of 5 for KFC.
Now, what does that mean? Like, they have
They
two
have
soap dispensers?
They have 2 hooks on the back of the
Guess
cubicle
what they
door.
have 2 of, gentlemen? Mirrors. And no other place had a mirror in it. And they had 2. 2.
You've actually, through all of this garbage, you've stumbled into something quite interesting
Yeah.
here. I can't stand it when the bathroom doesn't have a mirror.
You're right, and it's an increasing trend. It's a bit of a, it's a problem. It's an issue. You want a mirror in the bathroom, but there isn't one often. KFC had 2. They had one in the bathroom, then strangely, a basin with a mirror when you got out. So
Okay.
4 out of 5. Great facilities. Great facilities.
Just quickly, Nick Bright saying, ever thought of us scoring the toilet seats, the toilets on seat warmth? Nobody likes a cold seat on their bare ass.
I do. Let me stop you there. What was that guy's name?
That was Nick.
Nick
Bright.
Nick Bright of Hamilton. Let me stop you there. Warm seat indicates someone's been there almost immediately before you, and
I think
it's not for me.
For me, I'd like warm seat in the home. Yes, yes, yes. Warm seat in a public restroom. No. Gary Stone, toilet fact. The average person spends 3 whole years of their life sitting on the toilet.
I like that we've got a hashtag going here now.
Toilet fact.
That's great. Thank you, Gary, for your contribution.
Does lend some sort of authenticity to the segment, which I don't like.
final-
Caleb Greaves, you wait until you don't hear any movement outside your cubicle or when someone turns on a tap to drop the load.
Acoustics.
Just because other
It's
people...
important.
yeah.
It's important.
Just give me the numbers.
KFC got a 0 for Wi-Fi, non-existent, so they got a 12 out of 25. Higher than Burger King, significantly lower than McDonald's. McDonald's won that round, which means they'll be going forward to the end-of-year competition, which tentatively I'm calling the George Michael Toilet of the Year Award.
Where's this competition happening? On your blog.
No, there's no blog. It will be happening here.
Okay, we'll talk about that.
Mate, this is great. A big
Thank
fan.
you. Thank you.
You know,
Cheers,
I'll bring him round. I'll explain the merits to him, you know, during the day.
I appreciate that. Get him on board.
Yeah. What are you going to do
Get
next
on board,
week?
guy.
What's the next category?
Look, we're throwing some ideas around. It could be bars.
Who's this we? Who is we?
Me and the team that's going to be here after the success of this first inaugural segment.
All you are is a man, like, I don't know. Like, Tim, thanks, I guess.
You're jealous. See, what's happened is you got a compliment about the shirt, and then I've come on with the suit, and now you're
It's
feeling a
nothing
bit
to do
sore
with
about
the
it.
suit. Please get off the set.
Cool.
Thanks, Tim.
Cheers, Tim.
Hey, pleasure, mate.
Thanks.
Yeah, cool. Good riddance. We're going to go to